We're on the hunt for two critical minerals today, and Solis Minerals just happens to be looking for both lithium and copper. Here to give us the latest update is the CEO, Mitch Thomas. Mitch, it's a pleasure to see you again. How are you?
Yep, doing very well. Great to see you again, Shae.
Let's kick off with your lithium project as part of the Brazil Lithium Project, which is Mandacaru. I believe you've commenced drilling out here. Can you run me through the latest update?
Yes, so look, we were very excited to announce this week that we have commenced drilling at Mandacaru. This is our number one, high priority target in terms of lithium hard rock that we have in Brazil. This was an acquisition that we announced to the market about 3 months ago. The team has moved very quickly to get us to a point now of starting this drilling program. Maybe just for the viewers, it's worth just stating that, we feel this is a very, very high priority target. Across the package that we bought from Rio Tinto of about 90,000 hectares. This one stood out as the most attractive, and that was based on soil samples, rock chips, augers. The work that we've now done on the ground over the past 2 to 3 months has confirmed that. So we've mapped all the pegmatites. This is a high impact drilling strategy. So look, there's no, deep geophysical targets. There's not, a lot of hypothesis and kind of, I guess, creativity behind it. It's about chasing pegmatites, which we have at surface. So yeah, just getting into it, and very keen to give updates to the market as that information comes available.
Now, I know you said the Mandacaru one is a high priority target, but what about your Campo Grande target, which is also part of this project?
Yep. So look, Campo Grande is I say Mandacaru is number one, but a very close second is Campo Grande, and the only reason it probably sits at number two is that we hadn't had the time when we, I guess, acquired the package to do as much work to just, I guess, understand it. But one thing I'm very, quick to flesh out is that look, I've been there for about the past month and spent a lot of time at these projects, and the actual mapping that we've done at Campo Grande has uncovered this new pegmatite swarm that we feel is very attractive. We need to do the surface samples and rock chips, which we're doing at the moment, and assay those just to confirm that there's, lithium mineralization there, in addition to other LCT kind of indicators. But Campo Grande is a very attractive, I guess, next cab off the rank in terms of drilling in Brazil, looking for lithium. So overall, the acquisition that we've just completed with Rio Tinto is looking very attractive, and sorry to kind of hark back to a bit of history, but this is a part of the world that we know very well. So this is, I guess, a neighbouring concession package. Is about 100 kilometres away from the Colina Lithium Project that we as a company, so when we worked for Latin Resources, discovered a couple of years ago and sold last year. So again, part of the world that we know very well. We've got some very attractive targets, and yeah, it's all shaping up quite well, which is nice.
It's important to emphasize you're not just feeling around in the dark here. You know what you're doing in this region.
Yeah, look, we've got the team that was a large part of that discovery of that large project, again, that we sold for $600 million last year. We know the geological footprint that we're looking for. We can be very selective because we have a 90,000 hectare package, and these two targets, Mandacaru and Campo Grande, are exceptional. So we just have to drill and see what happens.
I love how you pronounce the names correctly when I keep butchering them. Now, one name I'm not going to butcher too badly is Cinto, your copper project out in Peru. How's this looking? What's been happening out here lately?
So with the, I guess, the momentum, we've been riding the wave a little bit on the Brazil Lithium Project and really trying to ramp things up as quickly as possible as we can there. But we like to be busy. So in the background, we've been doing a lot of preparation work on Sinto, which is now fully approved for drilling. All the pad preparations are done, access ways, etc. So we announced yesterday that we will drill Cinto in parallel to Brazil, because why not? It's a fantastic target. Copper is ripping. Peru is in a good spot at the moment. So we're keen to probably put about 2,500 meters into Cinto, and we'll kick that off this quarter, so Q3 2026.
And finally, I know Peru now has a new president who is clearly pro mining, and I actually believe they've declared Peru a mining country. Is this good news for your Peruvian assets?
Yes, look, definitely. Peru's a place that's close to my heart. I lived there for 3 years, and I know the landscape quite well. And the introduction of Keiko Fujimori, so she's the I guess the nominated president or president-elect, and her campaign has been very much on a pro-investment, pro-mining mandate, which we think is great for us. Especially given that we've got high quality projects. So, Cinto, we've put about 3 to 4 years of work into this project now to get to the point of drilling. It's got excellent surface mineralization. It's next to some absolutely massive copper porphyry operating mines. And we've also got this fantastic project, Cucho, which is also now fully approved for drilling. So more news to come on Cinto and Cucho, but a combination of copper and lithium in this market where prices are at, we think is a pretty good combo to have.
You hit the nail on the head before when you said copper is ripping higher at the moment. It certainly is. And lithium's off to a great start this year as well. Listen, Mitch, thank you so much for the update today. And I look forward to seeing you next week at the Noosa Mining Investment Conference.
Yeah, that's it. And so I'm looking forward to seeing you, but also any shareholders that are attending. It'd be great to catch up, have a coffee, give you an update on what's going on. So, yeah, looking forward to giving more news flow over the next few months. Thanks very much.
Thanks for joining me, Mitch.
Cheers, Shae.